Hi, it's George here. I'm the founder of the 3 Steps Business, and I'm here to welcome you to this series of information and recordings that we'll be creating for you, just to teach you on this great opportunity that is happening all around us, and everybody can actually take advantage of it, and people are not realizing about it. So what we do here is pretty much teaching you on how to start an online business from the scratch. This is what we are going to do here on this series of videos, and also as part on our website you will find some more information about it. And this is what I do here in the 3 Steps Business. My name is George, and I've been doing this for probably about 2 years now, and I am at the point that I want to share this with some others. So of course, just get on board. And the first topic that we have in here today is, why is this the right time to start an online business? So this is what I want to do here today, starting from the beginning. So why we need money, really? So why is this that the online websites, online businesses, in fact there's a boom on them, and it's because you can actually make a lot of money out of them, and that's the real reason behind people creating online businesses. But as part of that, this is the main topic, what draws people into creating online businesses. But in reality, there are other benefits to them. But basically, let's see what people need money for. So they need money to pay rent, to pay their bills, to pay their food, their internet, etc. But in reality, what they want is to have a better lifestyle. That's really the end goal of creating a business, an online business, which is what it's gonna give you. So in this particular post, I'm gonna talk about the human history and how it's been affecting online businesses, and how history, in fact, has created the perfect storm, the perfect opportunity for us to start all this and to do all this all together. And so also I wanted to share with you some amazing statistics that I found, and this is what is gonna drive you crazy, because trust me, these statistics are amazing, and you will see how crazy this is and how amazing is this opportunity for everybody. So, and also at the end of this particular video, I want to tell you how you can start your online business as well and be part of this particular opportunity. So let's get started. So first of all, let's talk about a little bit of history. So if you think about the agricultural revolution and all the biggest, times in history that have marked the changes in humanity, is basically the revolutions. These two revolutions, in fact, is the agricultural revolution and the industrial revolution. Okay, so the agricultural revolution took years, many years to actually fully develop, and this happened when we actually changed from being the caveman that was moving from one place to another, chased really by the weather, into we became a sedentary civilization, simply because we have the tools and we realized that we could harvest our the land, and we could in fact get all the food that we needed from one place without the need of moving. So here is where the human evolution starts, and here is where civilizations come up, like great civilizations like the Greeks and the Romans and all this stuff. They actually started like this. They started when the cavemen, they actually changed from being cavemen into being a sedentary person with the tools that they had at that time. But this took years to actually fully develop, as you can probably see. So there's another point here, which is the next revolution, the industrial revolution. So it's this actually experienced the same exact thing. What happens in the industrial revolution is that we created a new tool, which was the machinery, and basically the steam machines, which will allow the humanity to actually do things a lot faster and better, and create a new set of opportunities for everybody. So everybody, in fact, started to grow as the industrial revolution grew. So what happens at that time is the industrial revolution actually took 50 years to evolve to what it is now. But if you look at the Industrial Revolution and Thomas Edison at the time in 1856. So he actually marked a new era in the Industrial Revolution. How he did it was basically creating the generator, not the light bulb. In fact, what he created was the generator. The light bulb was only the ultimate way to actually get use of the generator. So he created the whole system around it, and the light bulb was the reason why they needed to store energy for. So that's why the light bulb, and the best, the most famous invention of Thomas Edison is in fact the light bulb, but in reality he created many other things, in fact the whole system around it. So what happens is that the internet is still in transition. It's slowly getting to everyone to adapt into this new revolution. But as you can see it in evolved countries like the US or Australia or the UK or any other place that they can have smartphones, you realize how widely spread is the use of smartphones and the internet actually in your mobile device. So you can have internet right now everywhere. So if you think about it, so why a smartphone is actually smart? Simply because they have internet. Otherwise it wouldn't be smart at all, not at all. So it will be just a phone like a cell phone, like a few years back, where you just take it out and pretty much they will be able to call you, and that's it. Now you can send emails, you can be on Facebook, you can make actually business from your mobile phone. So that's what it is. So that's what human history has brought us these days. So it's basically a revolution coming from the agricultural revolution, then the industrial revolution. Now this is really the information revolution that is being widespread by the internet. And the computers are in fact like the generators back in the industrial revolution from Thomas Edison. When he created the generator, he created all his electric system. The generator was created before the light bulb, same as the computer were created before the internet. So this is just, as you can see, the tool that has been enabling all these business opportunities, not just business opportunities, but involving all the humanity itself, has been the internet. So now let me share with you this shocking, very, very shocking statistic. So that's what history has brought to us so far. But if you look at the online business statistics, home business really, statistics from the US, you will be completely shocked. So if you see a new online business started every 12 seconds in the US, can you imagine that? Every 12 seconds somebody goes and buy a new domain and they're trying to create a new business. The most amazing thing is that there are 38 million home-based businesses in America. This is not only online business, it could be something else, but a big chunk of them, trust me, they are online businesses. Also, this is what is even more shocking, is 70% of them, they actually succeed. So can you imagine that? You have 70% chance of creating a business that actually succeed. And you don't even have to spend much money, because what happens is that you can create a fully blown website with less than $5,000. And that's, going through the whole process of getting a developer, doing the design and all this kind of stuff. So these days you don't even need that. You can do it yourself. My own business, all my business, I've created them from my desktop, where I am here right now recording this video with this microphone and other tools, of course, inside on my desktop. But basically everything has happened from here. This chair, this computer, this camera that you're watching me on. And if you're listening to the podcast, is this microphone that I'm using for the podcast. So as you can see here, for example, this is even more shocking. The income. So you have 70% success rate, and now you have an income of $100,000 to $500,000 a year. So you can go to work. So you have two options here. You can go to work and probably earn 60, 70. Maybe if you're lucky, you get 80. If you're very good and you have few years in the industry, you probably get 250 or so. Here you can get 100,000 to 500,000, and probably 100,000 if you do it part-time. So think of the possibilities right now. And also 70% of the Americans prefer to be self-employed, simply because they have the opportunity of the lifestyle. They can make the decisions themselves. They can, you know, go on holidays whenever they want. They can choose actually how much money they want to make. If you see these figures of the income of 100,000 to 500,000, a lot of the times this is based on the effort that you put into your business. It's not based on the product or anything else. A lot of the times it's just based on the effort that you're putting on your business. So, you know, if you look at this in Australia, for example, unfortunately, these statistics are more related to digital workers in general. So this could be mixed with some people working from home from other firms and companies that they're allowed to do that, but you know, it doesn't happen very often. But in fact, you can see there's 5.6 million of digital workers here in Australia. And, you know, out of those 5.6 million, 82% work from home, as I was saying before. So, you know, you only need a computer, internet connection, and that's all you need to. Oh, of course, you probably need some guidance. Otherwise, you're just going to do whatever it comes up to your mind, and you probably wouldn't have the opportunity to do it right. So 28% of these people would actually work while traveling. So as you can see, you not only have the opportunity to work from home because you have your laptop these days, they are portable, right? So you can go pretty much anywhere you want, and you will be able to have internet access. So if you go into a hotel, all hotels these days, they have internet access. They will charge you for it, but you know, if you're making money, you know, you just better pay for it. So as you can see, you can travel, you can work from home, you can work at an internet cafe, you can work from the library, as I do a lot of the times, and you can work from other places as well. So you can work from anywhere. This is from Australia. I'm pretty sure in the US, a lot of the people work in Starbucks. Here, unfortunately, Starbucks didn't do very well, so they closed it, and there's only like probably 2 or 3 open. But there's other places in here anyway, so we have coffee shops pretty much in every corner. So if you can see the statistics, plus the revolution that is happening, plus, you know, 40% of people here in Australia that are having a personal laptop, for example, they work from a personal laptop. That means that these 40% are more likely to be, you know, home business owners. They also work from their smartphones here in Australia. If you can see that 33% of people working from their smartphones, can you imagine that? So you just need a phone to make and have a business, and to make business, to close a business with somebody else. The tablets and other devices as well. So basically, you know, you have all this. So it's like the perfect storm forming around us. If you ever watched that movie, that movie, like everything happened at the same time and it was just perfect. So this is what is happening these days. So you have the internet, you have computers, you have smartphones, you have tablets, you have everything to be able to create your own business. Actually, you can create a website right now if you want to. It's going to take you probably 10 minutes. The only problem with getting into that, which will go at the end of this video, of this post, is basically that creating a website without knowing what are you going to create it for is going to lead you into probably being that 30% that wouldn't succeed in here. So we're saying there's a 70% of chances to succeed, and that 30% probably is because they went there without knowing what they had to do. Probably the other 70% they spent a long time trying to figure it out, like I did, and right now I'm in the position to share this with somebody else and help them not to go that way. So why an online business? This is even more important. An online business is open 24/7. So you know, this concept of earning money while you sleep is actually very, very possible, because you can automate a lot of the infrastructure behind it, and then you just spend time, you know, putting content out there, so Google will find you and people can find you, and potential customers will find you. And if you have a very targeted website, you know, you can start making sales within the first few days. So they're open 24/7. They also have very, very low overheads. So what are you paying for? You're paying for a domain, you're paying for a hosting server, which is where your website is going to live in. So we are going to be talking about all this stuff later on as part of this series. But also you have a lower barriers of entry, simply because it's worldwide. What happens with this? So with a normal business, when you open it, First, you wouldn't be able to open 24/7. Second, you will have a very high overheads, because you're going to have to pay staff, you're going to have to pay rent, you're going to have to figure out all your logistics behind it. And and also you're going to have to pay yourself. So in here, you're pretty much paying yourself and just few other overheads. Now, in saying that, you can outsource a lot of the things and you pay a lot cheaper price than if you have somebody full time. Also, lower barriers of entry. When you open a shop in a shopping center, there's so many shops around that are doing the same thing. Also, you are waiting for people to walk past your shop instead of you being able to be proactive and getting them to come into your shop online. Also, you can work on that online. You can combine the two things. But if you think about it, information is what the internet is about. And that's what I focus on, because an information business is why the people go into the internet. They go to find information for solving a problem. If you are solving that problem with the information you are providing, you have a business. So larger markets as well. So you're going to be able to not just go to the people that are locals. If you have a shop, for example, you will be only working with the locals and probably people around that neighborhood, or probably people in that particular city or the country maybe, but you have to draw them into going to your particular shop if that's what you're basically doing your business. But if you're doing an information business, you basically have a worldwide audience that you could probably reach any single time by audio, by video, but writing, any other different type of content that you can put out there. Also, you need to know what content you put anyway, so keep that in mind. We'll be talking about that as well as part of this series. Also, automated process. As I was saying before, you can automate, I would say, probably 80% of the process that you probably gonna be doing in your online business. So this is all about systems and picking the right systems and setting them up in the right way. You will be able to just get going and get it done very, very quickly. So this is our last point of this post. So basically, first, we have the perfect storm, because history has been putting us all these revolutions in front of us to be able to be where we are at right now. Second, you can see how people are taking advantage of it in the US and in Australia and in many other places. It's just happening all around us, but we don't realize how big and how important this is for everybody that is part of this revolution. So how you get to start doing these things? So you have the perfect storm, you have all these people doing it, but how you get to do it? So very first one, as any other business, you have to plan it. If you don't plan it, when you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So you need to plan what is your business about. You need to plan what information you're going to be delivering. You need to plan who are you talking to, who is the target market that you're going to be writing for. So you can't write content just for everybody, because everybody is not interested in what you're having to say, right? So everybody's not having the same problem, and probably at some point there will be like a general problem like eating, but you don't only eat like eat. You actually eat something. You eat something that you want. You eat a sandwich, you eat Thai food, you eat something. So you can see how you have to narrow your target in different ways. So you have to plan it, and you need to get ready to do all those things. Also, then you create your business around that plan. So you already have what you're going to do, who are you going to be talking to, and the type of information you're going to be providing. Then you create your business around it. So if it is a blog, you will create a blog around that particular target market, and that's something that you have to say to them. That's problem that you're going to be solving. Remember, business solves a problem. If you're solving a problem, you're in business. And the third step is promote your online business. Then you start going online, then you start promoting, then you start creating videos, then you start doing all that. Because once you have your plan, then you create it, and then you're in the step of promoting, then people is going to be drawn to you because you are going to be attracting them, solving their problem and telling them what they want to hear, and offering the products that they want to buy because they know that they have that problem, and you know them so well that you're going to be able to just get it, just nail it in the head with your product and all the things that you're going to have to do. So this is what it is. So first, we have the perfect storm. Second, there's people already doing it. And three, the steps that you need to follow is So it's plan, create, and promote. And this is all what we do here as part of the 3 Steps business. That's why it's called the 3 Steps business, because we teach everything in 3 simple steps. It's the plan, create, and promote. So I'll be sharing with you a lot more content going forward. Basically, I just wanted to do today is to talk about how to get us, how to, why is this the right time to start an online business, and to offer you something that we are doing right now, and it's basically a free webinar for everybody who's listening to this particular post. And if you want to know more on how to get started, if you want to join in with us and just learn about it, and you're very passionate to what you want to do, and also you don't even need an idea to get started. That's the best thing. So in here in the webinar, I'm gonna tell you absolutely everything that you have to do. So I'm gonna take you to all these 3 steps: plan, create, and promote. I'm gonna explain you absolutely everything step by step of what you will have to do to get started. And also in the following post, I'm gonna be talking about domains, hosting, SEO, and all those kind of things that you need to know to support your business. Okay, so if you want to know more, just go into the 3stepsbusiness.com/webinar, and you will be right into getting to know more about this topic. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube or listening to this podcast for the very first time, make sure you subscribe, because all the content that is coming up is going to be supporting you on starting your online business. That's why this is the Start an Online Business podcast and Start an Online Business YouTube channel, because this is what we do in the 3 Steps business. This is what we want to do here. We're here to help. If you have questions, make sure you can email us into info@3stepsbusiness, the word 3stepsbusiness.com, and we'll be happy to answer them. Or also visit us into our website. This is the 3stepsbusiness.com, and we'll be happy to hear your comments and know more about you and how you're planning to get started, because this is the perfect storm. Do it now. Really, this is the time to do it. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll talk to you in the next time.